Welcome to another episode of Hippie Healing TV. We are all affected by body image one way or another. We're brainwashed with images of what we should look like. But you should learn to love yourself for the way you are, because every body is beautiful. Why is it that we are all so unhappy with our bodies? It seems like women always want to be smaller and men always want to get bigger. We can never be happy with what we have. And even on the small things, for some reason we always want something that's completely different from us, something that we definitely can't have. It's really strange to me that so many people are unhappy with their bodies. I know that I was. From a very young age, I was concerned about my thighs being too big and the fact that they rub together. A lot of women and young girls want to have a thigh gap or flat stomach. And men, on the other hand, they want to be really muscular, and they're fed with these images of men that are unrealistically muscular, men that are on steroids and work out constantly, that are really big, and little boys are told that that's what they should look like. And women are told, and little girls are told that they should be rail thin like the supermodels that are up on the runways. The thing is, a lot of these bodies that we are idealizing aren't healthy. As far as the really skinny look goes, that's not healthy at all. But to so many girls, because they're brainwashed with these images, that's what they think is beautiful, and that's what their goals are, to look like that. And for some of them, sadly, they do end up looking like that. And it takes a big reality shock and often a hospital trip for them to realize, and sometimes that doesn't even work. Your healthiest self is always going to be your most beautiful self. Throughout history, different types of bodies have been idealized. In Roman times, it was like a more curvy woman that was idealized, because if you were thin, it meant that you were poor and unhealthy. So they liked a thick, curvy woman. And nowadays, it's the complete opposite, but not for everybody. In the mainstream media, you might see that really skinny girls are what's up and what it's all about. Even for me, when I was younger, my friends were really skinny, and I always wanted to be like them. I always wanted to be really lean, which is healthy to be lean, but I didn't care about the health aspect of it. I just wanted to be skinny. I just wanted to be thin. It was a completely different mindset that I had. So when I didn't go and eat a lot of food, maybe I did go on a diet that calorie restrict a little bit, and I would lose weight, I would feel really good about myself. It wasn't healthy, but I would look skinnier, and to me that's all that mattered. But there's a big difference between the look that we see on TV, because to me that skinny look, those actresses and models that were on TV, that's what I wanted to look like. So if I got skinny and I looked like that, success. I was happy with it. I wasn't concerned about my health at all. Women are supposed to have a little bit more weight on them, and it looks good, and I looked great, and I shouldn't have been so concerned with getting thinner. I should have just been happy with what I had, because confidence is really what makes somebody sexy, and that exudes from the inside out. When you're really feeling confident, people can see it, and I wasn't feeling confident, and it reflected. My friends would get hit on and I wouldn't. Sometime after high school, I went vegetarian and I lost a whole bunch of weight. I traveled around the country, and I started getting hit on by all these guys in a way that had never happened to me before. I was always like the uglier friend or the third wheel, and now I finally had all the attention that I was desiring. But it was strange, because it was really quick when I realized how superficial it was, and that this attention that I was desiring, I didn't want at all. It wasn't what I was looking for. And it's weird to want something for so long and then to finally have it and realize that it's not what you want, and you haven't wanted this at all the whole time. But also refreshing, because you knew when you didn't have it, you didn't need it. I kept trying all these different diets to get healthier and healthier. At one point, I went all raw, a high-fat raw diet, and I lost so much weight, but it was an unhealthy amount of weight. At some point, I started losing way too much weight, and I looked sick. It wasn't a good look. But at some point, before I got really sick and looked unhealthy, I got really thin, and I finally reached this flat stomach goal that I had been trying to achieve throughout a really, really long time in my life, trying to be this certain thinness. and I finally achieved this goal. And on that day, on the day that I filled myself with pride for being so thin, my boyfriend tells me that I'm too skinny. And it kind of just like popped my pride bubble, and I didn't really know what to do after that. So in my constant pursuit for so at one point I went raw. I went a high-fat raw diet, and I lost so much weight. I was looking really good in my eyes. I finally reached this goal that I had been shooting for throughout high school and even before then, of a certain thinness, a thigh gap and a flat stomach, and I was so happy with myself, and I filled myself with this sense of pride for my looks. And on that same day that I was excited about reaching my body goals, my boyfriend tells me that I'm too skinny and that I need to gain some weight. I need to get my curves back. And it was a little bit confusing at first, and definitely took the pride right out of me, but I realized from that day on, I decided I'm gonna love my body no matter where it's at. Because right now I'm skinny, and I love it, and I'm beautiful because this is just, my body is beautiful. I looked at it and I saw how beautiful it was. And then if I gained a little more weight, or when I was a little bigger, my body was beautiful. No matter who you are, there's someone out there that loves the part of your body that you're probably hating. If you think that you are a little too jiggly, there's somebody out there that loves those jiggles, and that's just what gets them going. So just remember to love your body at every stage, no matter where it's at, because it's beautiful. No matter where you come from, no matter what time period you live in, no matter who you are, your healthiest self is going to be your best looking self. Your healthiest is your sexiest, no matter what. So make sure you feed yourself right. You eat plant-based diet, you eat clean, you stay hydrated, you eat a lot of whole grains, low fat, as much raw fruit and vegetables as you can get in. Make sure you stay fit and exercise, keep active. Make sure you always have some solid muscle. If you don't, be building muscle. Make sure you get a good cardiovascular workout and have your heart pumping every day. Make sure you get good sleep. Make sure you're doing something that you love. Find something passionate in your life. Surround yourself with a community. Make yourself useful. And surround yourself with people that you love, and meditate. And your most beautiful self, your smartest, most conscious, sharp, on point, confident, sexiest self will come out. Thanks for watching.